Previously on The Final Pitch, the entrepreneur picks of Cesar We get a glimpse of the various projects of We Community Developers Inc.
There's no bosses here. Everyone's equal. As you can see, the environment we have, everyone's joking around, but everyone's all serious.
This is our mini Shark Tank. We're open to teaching people who want to learn. We're open to creating new competitors. So it's not just WeCom vision, it's more our vision for the country.
This week, it's the turn of real estate trailblazer Victor Consunji to meet and challenge his picks. My name is John Aguilar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur based in Manila, Philippines. I've gathered 5 illustrious investors looking to fund and support the next great real estate play. Jet Yu, millennial dealmaker and CEO of property advisory firm Prime Philippines. Cesar We, CEO of fast-rising real estate development group We Community Developers. Victor Consunji, founder and CEO of innovative modern homes developer Victor Consunji Development Corporation. Carrie Lagdameo, first vice president of Davao-based property development firm Damosaland. And George Royeca, chief transport advocate of the beloved motorcycle hailing app Angkas. Our goal is to find the best properties and urban solutions and forge joint ventures that will change the landscape of Philippine real estate. Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always built things. I'd think of something, I'd want to take that and make it a reality.
Representing the 3rd generation of the renowned Consunji family, the construction business runs deep in Victor's blood. His desire to forge his own path paid off and laid the groundwork for his company, Victor Consunji Development Corporation.
I wanted to try something different. I needed an outlet where I myself can express who I was. So what I did was I actually segued and did my own thing. I was at the time just about to graduate. We put together a small firm and aggressively started calling up friends, family, anybody we knew that would give us any kind of job. We progressed from tiny jobs to slightly bigger jobs. Eventually, word of mouth and good performance allowed them to trust us with more serious projects. And eventually, we had multiple projects, and one day we realized we were booking projects that were in the hundreds of millions. And that's kind of how it got, and with the lessons we learned from our early mistakes, we managed to build up a little bit of a war chest, which allowed us to get into development. Now we commanded our own market. And at first it was small, maybe we do a development of say 5 houses, maybe we do a development of 10 houses, whatever. And then eventually we found ourselves doing developments with hundreds of houses. And other real estate companies create a very distinct product for their clients. We create lifestyles for our clients. What I mean by that is we tailor our products to individual clients. So we make sure that it meets all of their needs.
VCDC is more house-centric. Other real estate companies would highlight the features of the community, completely forgetting that people will be buying houses. So instead of spending time or money in the location, in the site, in the amenities, we wanted the buyers to appreciate the actual house, the actual residence.
So when you look at the timeline in terms of what we're doing and in terms of what the rest of the industry is doing, I think the products of Vic's company would be ahead of the curve, all within a certain range, but it also allows us to do something that's fresh and new at one point in time.
It's very rare to find a development company that allows for such flexibility. From our DNA, from the very beginning, we've always had that flexibility built in. And so we can build hundreds of houses, each one being distinctly different from each other. We also realize that our clientele may not always be city-centric, and so we will be launching some other developments as well in the Batangas area and Laguna area.
Aside from entrepreneurship, Victor's penchant for testing his limits has led him to pursue his more athletic side.
There was a time when I was very unkind to my body, and in doing so, I actually got sick. And generally started gaining weight. So because of that, I got into running, just small runs. Next thing I knew, I was running half marathons and then full marathons. And eventually after that, you kind of got tired of running road races. So I started running ultra marathons and I'd want to run them around the world. Me and my other teammates, we'd run Ironmans and these crazy runs across the Sahara Desert. I'm the first Filipino to run the North Pole as a full marathon. And I'm also the first Filipino to have run all 7 continents, including Antarctica. I've been inducted into the Grand Slam Marathon Club, which basically means that you've run all 7 continents plus the North Pole. The next skill set that I'm currently trying to pursue is skydiving. It's just another progression, right? If you live the life where you're progressively trying to do something more extreme each time, it almost seems like an everyday choice. Let's do some skydiving tomorrow.
With his sights set on the future, Victor is now looking for the next big thing in real estate through the final pitch.
When I got that opportunity to be on the final pitch, I realized that this is a way to actually go and mentor some potential entrepreneurs. And I think that helping some entrepreneurs with some excellent ideas add value to all of us is good for everybody. Everybody has good ideas all the time, but the person who has to execute the idea, that's the person that we are investing in.
I'm founder and managing director of iMaverick International Corporation. It's a building material, construction, and fit-out industry business.
Let's start with Rick. He's trying to do all kinds of things. So in his case, for a guy that actually is doing well on one side, he should actually focus more on that. But he has a nice potential asset that can be developed.
Our family is selling portion of our beachfront property in Baler. It's basically a 5,000 square meter and we wanted to sell.
And with the right product, could be something very promising.
What I had in mind with this was actually to do a joint venture and then we're able to lease it out at a higher rate.
Carl has properties that are not exactly super prime, but they're just right outside the fringe. Again, interesting. A fringe property that has a lot of potential. I honestly think that we might actually have a product that would work well in his property.
T-House, a tiny house revolution as a scalable shelter solution for the livability and sustainability of our nation.
Philip was an interesting choice because through all his talking, what you definitively get is he's actually put a product out and matured it to a certain degree. He just doesn't have a means of focusing what his product is truly for. And all you have to do is find the right fit for this product. And this product goes from mediocre to superstar.
Rookie combines the power of ARP and machine learning by using natural language technology and process automation.
Elroy's product is an app that allows you to parse through complex data, being able to collate information quickly and being able to give that information to your sellers, to your buyers. If you can have a system that allows you to simplify it all, you have a killer app. So I think that his app has potential.
Now about to take these entrepreneurs under his wing, Victor has this poignant advice to impart.
Be humble, but be hungry. As an entrepreneur, you have to take a risk. You have to be able to take that leap forward and put everything on the line. But the problem with most entrepreneurs is they're too much in their heads. They think that when they have a good idea, that is the best idea in the world, they are never wrong. This is a fallacy that even myself ran into many times. Many entrepreneurs don't want to listen. That's where the humble comes in. Step back out of your head, right? Try to see what other people see. You have to be able to absorb so that when you do take that leap, it is a leap of confidence.
Up next,
real estate is not just about exchanging a commodity. You pass it on and it stops being a commodity. Now it becomes someone's entire life.
I have some challenges for you. You will be base jumping off one of our model units.
Coming into here, you did see a 150-foot crane.
I'm going to push you off it.
Hello, entrepreneurs and landowners.
Hi, John.
Welcome to M Residences here in Acacia Estates, Taguig. You are here today because you have been chosen by Victor Consunji as his picks for the final pitch. This is also your chance to be able to express to him your desires in terms of getting him as a partner or investor in your companies and your properties. So gentlemen, please help me welcome the athlete, the global adventurer, and enigmatic real estate developer, Victor Consunji.
I'm really glad to see the four of you here. I hope that maybe we both walk away from this better people, better businessmen. With that, first you guys need to see what we do. So I'd like to invite you guys to come take a tour of the model units and see what the future holds. Right, come on. Guys, welcome to the Elise model unit. Wow. We have essentially what's called an open plan. We try to make things very light and airy. You notice we love our windows, floor-to-ceiling windows. Everything you see is standard. The entire lighting system is included, all the flooring is included, all the cabinetry is included, all the glazing is included. And we've designed the units in such a way that they are low maintenance and high livability. Come on, let's go upstairs. We have 3 bedrooms. This is what our master's bedroom looks like. As you can tell in this room, we love our balconies and we love our windows. Let's go check out the rest of the house.
Wow.
Imagine what you can do, right? What can you do with this roof deck right now? Have a party, right? Entertain some friends.
Yeah.
Build additional rooms in the future.
Yes.
That's what we want, right? That's what I say we're trying to add value. So this is the Elise. Shall we take a look at one of the other model units?
Sure.
So this is the Chiara. Considering that this fits on a minimum lot of 120 square meters, I'd say it feels quite spacious. Imagine bedrooms and spaces like this, right? But in a vertical format. This is a space that we feel other developers haven't quite gotten to providing, mostly because of their limitation on space. But since we don't have that limitation, right, we get to play a little bit more and provide our clientele with a little bit more flexibility.
Luxury of space.
I'll show you the 3rd floor of this one. You'll see. So even here, you still have so much more space to do with later on. You could have another 2 rooms here, in fact.
Yeah. And they actually decide to put a pool here.
Jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
We've had some clients put a jacuzzi. We've had other clients put plunge pools on the property. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour.
Wow,
and
terrific.
so let's go have some lunch and talk some more.
All right. Sure. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everybody at this table is in real estate in some way or shape or form. And real estate is not just about exchanging a commodity. You pass it on and it stops being a commodity. Now it becomes someone's entire life.
Yes.
When we were talking and you guys were doing your pitches, my issue was always, what's your margin? So let me ask you, what's your margin?
50% margin.
50%?
Yeah.
You know we call that in entrepreneurial speak? Big fat margins. So why is it that you're having trouble getting investors?
Because again, you asked specifically about my return on investment. And I've said 10%. Supposed to be, that's my net income after tax. If I could always reach at least an average of 35 to 40 million because of my overhead.
So you have a 50% margin, but then you have such high fixed costs.
Yes.
Right. What does that tell you?
I think the one that also caught the attention of the investors. I'm a highly leveraged company and I could not focus anymore when all the banks.
See? What did you say? Could not what?
I could hardly focus.
That's your problem. Your problem is focus. You need to focus on your business in order to grow your revenues, right? But you got so distracted by everything else. During your pitch, you were all over the place. I didn't know if you wanted to be a contractor, a hotel manager, or I was like, what do you want to be? For example, like the Bel Air property, right? That has potential, right? Focus on the property. Understand what you have that's of value. Present that in its purest form.
Thank you for that advice. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yours, we feel that your properties could possibly be ideal for the vertical version of the MRES brand?
Since I have land, I wanted to ride on the expertise, the ideas, because I don't have much of that. Why not to add value to this is to find a joint venture partner.
Finding joint venture partners is kind of like finding investors as well. The best investors are also the ones that bring some kind of value aside from just money.
Exactly.
You have to have at least like-minded objectives, right? So at the end of the day, you walk away fulfilled and happy. You are the talkiest talker. My advice to you is to listen. I saw your brochure. It's this thick. How do you expect anyone to pick anything?
That's it. Just showing the potentials.
Why are you showing so many potential? What you need to show them is a single house that works. They'll get it. All they need from you is to see a working product. You don't have to show them 20 iterations of the bigger is, right? They'll just tell you, okay, I love this, but I need it bigger. That's all we do, right? Now, you've been listening to all of this. Okay, everything we've talked about, it really, doesn't it kind of have some application with you?
What I can truly absorb with the conversation today is more about focus and listening. And that's what we're doing with Brugge now. We're in a stage that we want to listen to more developers. We want to be in their shoes so that we could understand more about their processes.
So I'll ask you a question. Where does the sale end in the bad way? When the client says, you know what, this is not the place for me. When does that happen?
Could it be because of the budget?
Budget is flexible, right? Budget isn't the problem. What do you think it is? It's one word. One single word.
Trust.
No. Information. Information is the single most powerful component you have at your fingertips, right? It allows people to make decisions. You actually have something that will empower the process from start to finish. So think about that and use us as a means of bouncing your ideas across, because
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. We need that.
Well-curated information.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for sharing lunch with me. For the two of you, I look forward to discussing in more detail what your vision is for your individual properties. So thank you. I will see you guys soon. Okay?
Really a pleasure.
Just a
Thank you
blessing
for the
again.
wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You two, hang on. I have some challenges for you. I believe that you could benefit from a little bit of experience of what it is that many of us go through on a daily basis. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Game.
Okay, great.
Great.
Let's do it.
Hello, entrepreneurs. So I trust that you had a good lunch.
Yeah, we did.
Very much.
Okay, so you'll need all that energy for what's to come next, which is your business challenge. Vic, what do you have in store for them?
You have a two-part challenge today. You will be base jumping off one of our model units, and on the second part, you will be running a 250-kilometer marathon to Baguio.
Okay. And I know that coming into here, you did see a 150-foot crane. So that crane will serve a special purpose. Vic.
I'm gonna push you off it.
Okay.
So I know that you really want the investment. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes, yes. We're ready.
We're just you, okay? Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. For the true mechanics, Victor, what are you gonna make them do?
So here we go. You have a two-part business challenge. The first part is you will be paired up with some resource persons, photographer, writer, so forth and so on. You will create for us an ad just in time for summer of 2020. You'll take your photographer, go around the site, shoot some material, take that material, go to your writer, determine maybe a tagline or however you want to present it, talk to your graphic artist, assemble the ad. I will judge who has the closest ad to our identity. Now, getting an ad out there and marketing is only half the problem. The other half of the problem is actually selling. So we have decided to pair you with potential buyers.
You will actually try to go and determine the needs of these buyers and provide them the best value for their needs. And again, I will judge which one of you managed to put that together and meet their needs or meet their requirements. And hopefully, one of you comes out on top.
So, if you're ready, let's begin.
Let's go.
Up next,
It brought my qualities of being creative and innovative.
I will angle the concept towards what I felt like when I first came here.
So imagine, this will welcome you.
VCDC created this to be more customizable.
He was very shy.
But that's a problem because we have to be able to connect under pressure. So, it's been an interesting day. We had our two entrepreneurs go through some challenges, Philip and Elroy.
Elroy.
What do you guys think of these two guys?
So, Philip first.
Hi, Philip. So we are going to ask you to produce a print ad that will come out just in time for our summer campaign this year.
It brought my qualities of being creative and innovative. So within just a short period of time, I was able to come up with something. So since summer is the theme, I'm thinking of coming up with a portmanteau of words. And these words are me, so that it's customer-centric, it's focusing on me. And then metro, because it represents the city living. And then tropical. So when you combine them together, it's metropical.
Nice.
Photography-wise, what elements do you want within the picture?
For me, actually, it's easy. It is already there. It's just about showcasing it to the world. I mean, I already love the setting, interior design, even the earth colors that's already there. So we have to capture that because that's M Residences.
So, do you like his work?
I do, yeah. Actually, I'm impressed with all the imagery that he was creating. But Elroy is likewise creative.
What do you have in mind?
What's running around my mind is that it sort of gives you some kind of comfortable living inside a very fast-paced life, right? I kind of figured that I will angle the concept towards what I felt like when I first came here. I am seeing M Residences as an escape from the ordinary, right? You're working in the middle of the city, and when you go home, it's totally different. Because summer is a season of escape, right?
That's right. You know, Jello is here. He can help you out with how the photo or the visual is going to look like.
I'm seeing an angle where we could take a photo of the house. It's like wide-angled view.
Okay.
You can see also some parts of the surrounding area. Gives you concept of where it's located, right? I would also like to check the inside. I believe you have a model house there that pretty much sums up the look of the season.
So Elroy did a more compelling visual presentation.
And then Philip did more words and imagery and branding. Yeah.
Elroy presented to you, right? Yes.
Hello, I'm Elroy.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Lisa.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I think he was a little nervous.
I was kind of tense because I didn't really had a full grasp of what should I say and sell into. So I was kind of tense. Can I ask some questions?
Sure.
Is this property for investment or for you personally?
I think maybe it will be a halfway house for me to be able to go to work when needed because I live out of town.
What I just did now is ask her more about what her needs are. How many bedrooms is she wanting, is she needing? All right, I pretty much got some of the details, right? Maybe we could talk more about it as we check the property.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
Perfect. If you notice, this property is already very open, right?
Right.
It's
nice, huh?
yeah. Let's come in.
Thank you. Ah, this is really nice.
Perfect, yes. Once you enter, you can already see that's an open space.
Yes.
VCDC created this to be more customizable. Out here is the provision for your kitchen.
Can we customize it to be bigger?
Yes, sure. While we were talking, she kind of shared to me that she really wanted also a big kitchen. She loves to cook.
He believed in the product. He was trying his best to explain to me what you can get out of the unit.
Okay.
But, like I said, he was very shy.
Oh, by the way, this is the kitchen. I mean the... Sorry. Oh! I think I was really nervous quite for the fact that this is the first time I'm doing it, especially on cam. All right, thank you so much for your time. I hope you really like what you saw.
I did, thank
I hope it now adds to your decision making, right?
He wasn't sure how to explain it properly, but once we took away the cameras, he came out of his shell and he was able to explain everything properly.
That's a problem because you have to be able to connect under pressure.
I agree.
Where with Philip.
With Philip, he could sell.
Yes.
I'm Filipino, yours?
Hi, Philip. I'm Chucho Martinez.
Hi, Chuchu.
Yeah, my wife.
Micaela.
Hi, let's sit down.
Yeah.
There must be a reason why you're here. So I'm excited to know about it. Can you share about it?
We're always looking for the best properties in town. We're house people.
Yeah, we have 3 kids.
Yeah, we have 3 kids.
So we need the space, and of course we want it to look very nice and in a safe neighborhood, of course.
That is something that I really love doing, being in front of a couple, them expressing how their dream house would be. That really excites me. So it came so natural for me.
I like big windows, and also we love to entertain people. So we always have guests at home. So I want to make sure we have enough living space.
Those are the things that we need to put together.
So right now, I would want to share to you more about the house by showing you the unit.
Yeah.
So let's go. I want to show you the unit. So imagine, this will welcome you. Everything that you've shared a while ago, I believe this house is meeting it.
He was also focusing on the sense of place.
So he has everything together then.
And he
understands. He thought of the whole
brand.
process.
How many bedrooms is this?
There are 3 bedrooms for this unit. But the good thing about that is you can still add more in the future.
I really like the bedrooms, and I like how cozy it felt. I think it was the right space, like the masters, and then the ones for the kids.
He went in there and he delivered, so.
I'm not really surprised because Philip's very passionate. He's very in touch with his emotional side, and when he believes in a project, it seems like he puts his heart and soul into it.
I enjoyed that part, and I believe I was able to answer all of those questions to the client.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy to help you today.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you say that they both did a good job? Did one stand out in your minds?
One clearly did that better than the other.
One clearly did. All right.
So, do we all agree?
I think we agree then.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
So entrepreneurs, you did a great job.
Thank you.
So I hope that you learned as much as you could, because you will need all those learnings for your final pitch.
I'm proud of how you guys did. I'm happy that you guys got a lot of insight from this process. I hope that these tools suit you in the future in your own endeavors.
So I'm sure you're curious to know who won. So the winner of this challenge will be revealed during the final pitch. But Vic, this was a fantastic opportunity for everyone to learn. Kudos to you for a job well done, and we'll see you at the final pitch.
Next time on The Final Pitch, Damosaland's first Vice President, Carrie Lagdameo, takes his entrepreneur picks to Davao.
Welcome to our beloved city, Davao City. When you look at the architecture, it's actually based on agriculture. We're trying to promote the boating lifestyle.
Your challenge today will be creating a travel vlog.
Welcome to Agria!
And the rest of the harvest!
Nakuha ka? Ay, nakuha ko.
Entrepreneurs, you have 5 minutes to go.
Sa akin, galit.